Welcome to CAYMANAS Park Replay and Highlights Show, where we show the latest horse racing replays and results.
Runs the Indian in. Field in line immediately thereafter for the first event a mile ahead of them. Sparkling Tradition and Miss HJF match strides. Rushing up in between horses, that's Bossy and Conundrum. Leo races on the rail as they make their way flashing past the 7, and Leo goes on with Conundrum for company. To Cat Be the Glory right on their heels, snapping at them. Colorado Ranger races back in fourth, 5 lengths off that lead as they leave the 6. Runs the Indian now making mild progress on the outside of Colorado Ranger. A length and a piece back to Miss HJF, Bossy a half a length down and brushing the rail. And last of all, it's a Sparkling Tradition. They've left the 5/8 and make their way now toward the half mile and the end of the backstretch. And it is a Leo who takes that lead. Conundrum now breathing down the neck of Leo as they swing into the turn and leave the half mile behind them. And Leo is asked to kick by Dane Dawkins and slips away by 3 lengths. Conundrum now beginning to be ridden to get closer along with Colorado Ranger, who overtakes Conundrum to go second. To Cat Be the Glory is back in fourth just alongside Conundrum. Behind them Ruds the Indian needing to find 7 or more. Miss HJF is 3 lengths further back. Bossy put to the stick second to last. And last of all, it's Sparkling Tradition as the leader turns for home at the top of the lane, a quarter of a mile to run. Can they catch Leo? Still under the hand ride from Dane Dawkins as they leave the 3/16th behind them. Colorado Ranger is 4 or 5 lengths back and put to the stick in second. The rest all wobbling in behind, but it is Leo leaving the furlong pole. A crack or two of that left-hand stick by Dawkins, and they're extending the lead with every stride over Colorado Ranger. The rest all left for dead as Leo comes coasting in to take the first event in fine style. A facile victory in the end by 8 or more. Colorado Ranger second, Bossy is third. Sparkling Tradition from the back just gets fourth over Miss HJF fifth. On to place. Second 1, Colorado Ranger 72. Third 6, Bossy 224. Dead heat for fourth, 7 Miss HJF, dead heating with 9 Sparkling Tradition. The trifecta 923. Exacta 490. So 2 to load. Hidden Valley up to 4, backs away. Once again they try with Hidden Valley. And Fly Messenger Fly goes in. Hidden Valley, part of the way in, now all the way in. Quick dash, 5 furlongs round for the 2-year-olds. Over to Michael Sims. They're off. Hidden Valley left at the back. Fly Messenger Fly didn't get away that quickly along with Our Angel. They have catching up to do. But Awesome Rich and Jerome Innes have taken charge. With a half a mile to run, they spin into that turn, leading up by some 2 lengths. Rapunzel left down in second. Toward the outside, that's a Perfect Brew. Platinum Pepsi races close enough to them, just 4 lengths off that lead as they blast past the 3. A ridden Fly Messenger Fly needs to find 5 lengths. Our Angel now beginning to make amends for the poor beginning. 31 Kisses is next, and last of all, it's Hidden Valley as they come thundering into the top of the lane. A quarter of a mile to run. Awesome Rich is over on the far side. Rapunzel in between horses and out 3 wide. That is a Perfect Brew and O'Shane Nugent, who have now assumed command at the furlong pole. It is Perfect Brew with that lead. Awesome Rich under the stick. So too Rapunzel. Platinum Pepsi asked to make late progress on the rail, but it's not going to happen. It is Perfect Brew and O'Shane Nugent by 3 or more. Perfect Brew wins it. Close. Could be Awesome Rich over Rapunzel, then Platinum Pepsi. Splits 23-2 by 46-3. Final time 1,000 meters round 1 minute and 4. The margins 3 3/4 by a short head.
7.5 furlongs. That's the trip. They're off and racing in the blood, the last to leave the gate, as Nuclear Emma, the first one to show. Nuclear Emma in front. From on the inside of Nuclear Emma, that is Storming, and Storming now goes to Storming in front of Nuclear Emma. This is the way they pass the 6 furlong point on the course. In the blood, coupling up nicely, and In the Blood now goes to. It's In the Blood in front of, on the inside Storming, on the outside Nuclear Emma. Behind those in fourth, that is Trickster racing in fourth. behind Trickster as they go toward the 4 furlong point. That is Storm Valley, and tailing off badly, that's Musquetoon. In the Blood, bouncing easily on that lead, going toward the 3, just in front of Nuclear Emma. Length behind those, or length and a half, before we come to Storming. Behind Storming, that is Trickster, 2 lengths away to Storm Valley, and racing at the back Musquetoon as they're at the top of the lane. It is Nuclear Emma still in front and traveling nicely. Nuclear Emma in front, 3, 4, 5 lengths in front. Nuclear Emma has kitted away from this field. In the Blood, right on the outside on the rail, that is Storming. Nuclear Emma traveling like a well-oiled machine. Nuclear Emma as this one won. Nuclear Emma's skittering away from the field in the 3rd. Nuclear Emma, maybe by 9 lengths, got tight for 2nd between Trickster and In the Blood. Raced, finishing in 4th, that is Storming. They're off and running. Came out in a good line. Shanae, just the first to load from Soul Treasure. Soul Treasure and Shanae mixing it up. Soul Treasure on the inside, just the leader from Shanae. Mr. A back in a 3rd. Then comes Bacola. Right behind Bacola, that's Lion's Den. Then comes Reckless Diamond, and at the back, Junior Jones. They come towards the 4 furlong point on the course. Soul Treasure in front by 2 lengths from Shanae in 2nd. Mr. A stalking in 3rd. 3 lengths away before we come to Lion's Den. Then comes Bacola, and 2 lengths away to Reckless Diamond, and Junior Jones still at the back. They've got 2.5 furlongs to travel, and Soul Treasure stretching them out. Just about 4 lengths in front of Shanae. Hard at work on the rail, Mr. A. It's Soul Treasure keeping them at bay. About 4 lengths in front, Mr. A on the rail. Out wide is Shanae. Coming on from behind, that looks to be Reckless Diamond. But this Soul Treasure in front, a furlong to go. And Soul Treasure stretching them out. Soul Treasure skittering away. Nicely clear at the end. Soul Treasure, maybe, this is double digits. Maybe 11 lengths in front of Mr. A. Soul Treasure beats Mr. A, Shanae, and Reckless Diamond.
Starter ready. They're off. An almost perfect start. Top Gear and Moon though left at the back. As Mansur Muser goes for that lead, Little Red on his outside, One Squeeze moving up near the rail. As they charge away toward the 5, they're there now, and One Squeeze takes that lead from a Mansur Muser in between horses, and they run toward the half mile. One Squeeze down against the rail. Little Red out wide with Mansur Muser now busting through. And it's Little Red and Mansur Muser who match strides, noses apart. One Squeeze has been left 3.5 lengths back and running in 3rd. A Black Royalty races up next as they go flashing past the 3. Free Addy has overtaken those 2. Then Matriarch and Moon is next, ahead of only one, Top Gear. They're about to come into the lane. They're at the top of the stretch with just about 2 furlongs remaining. And it is Mansur Muser on the far side, Little Red near to us. Right there too, Free Addy now kicking in once again. But they run toward the furlong pole. On the far side it is Mansur Muser. Here is a Free Addy now to tackle Mansur Muser. But Mansur Muser has a 2-length lead and runs past the 16th pole with the advantage. Getting cracks of that right-hand stick. It's Mansur Muser and Yuvil Pinnock. They're bounding away. They'll win by 4, maybe more, over Free Addy. Then Black Royalty, Little Red. Moon is 5th. Muser 4 and 7 both go to the testing barn. Mansur Muser 128 to win, 61 to place. Second 2 Free Addy 58. Third Bossy and Flashy in. Field in line. 5 furlongs straight. They're off. Power Man comes out hanging to the right. Raindrops is just there too. Nina Dorada got a fairly good start. Allen is the one in the pink cap racing near the stand fence. Bossy and Flashy now begins to tack across from the one draw and may just be that overall leader as they run toward the final three. Bossy and Flashy, possibly just the leader. John P. is right up there too under the stand fence along with Allen. Powerman more toward the center. As they sort themselves out, Kapasupa has to make some ground. Nina Dorada is running just in behind Bossy and Flashy. As they're inside the last quarter, it's a wide open affair on the run now passing the 3/16. Bossy and Flashy looks to have the overall advantage and continues to maintain it. Kapasup is chasing just about 2 lengths down. Allen is under the stands. John P. is right there too, but it's Bossy and Flashy and the wily Dick Cardenas. They hold a 2-length lead over Copper Soup and won't relinquish it. Bossy and Flashy beats Copper Soup. Ultimatum. Tight. Allen goes by with John P. and Trulicity.
Locked up, and they're off and racing. First selection is racing at the back of the field. Divine Lexi got a good break, and coming right through, that's Sir Arjun Babu. Sir Arjun Babu in front of Divine Lexi. Right there is Royal Aviator, Congrats Suki. Then comes Ride with the Mob, right behind Ride with the Mob. That's Synchronize on the outside of a Synchronize, My Mom Just, and racing at the back, first selection. Coming to the half-mile pole, it is Sir Arjun Babu in front, just the leader from on the inside, 2 lengths away to Congrats Suki on the outside of Congrats Suki. That is Royal Aviator. Behind Royal Aviator, that's Divine Lexi coming on nicely. 2 lengths away before we come to Ride with the Mob. Then comes My Mom Just, the Grey Synchronize, and racing at the back. That's first selection, a furlong and a half to travel. It is making the runnings. Sir Arjun Babu in front in the middle of the racetrack. Coming on, Royal Aviator on the rail. Sir Arjun Babu keeping on from Royal Aviator. On the outside, Divine Lexi finishing with purpose. And Divine Lexi now hops to the front. Divine Lexi goes on, and Divine Lexi will win this one. So Divine Lexi beats Royal Aviator. Sir Arjun Babu. Then comes My Mom Just. Field in line, I think we're ready. Ready for a start. Off and racing. Let Him Fly wants that lead and goes to that lead. It's Let Him Fly, Best Daughter Ever, showing speed, and it's Best Daughter Ever as they pass the 7 furlong point. Best Daughter Ever from Let Him Fly, She Boom. Versatile Vision, Sen City comes next. Behind Sen City, coming around on the outside, that's Old Wharf. Sen City settling back in that position. Coming on the inside, that's Helicopter, and Pharaoh it is at the back of the field. They pass the 5 furlong point, and it is Shiboom in front. Best Daughter Ever testing on the outside. Then comes on the outside, that's Let Him Fly. They come to the quarter pole. Best Daughter Ever now goes to Let Him Fly, testing on the outside, and Let Him Fly, Best Daughter Ever. Skipping away by 4 lengths. Then comes a Versatile Vision, Helicopter, making a ground-saving move on the inside in 4th. 2 lengths away before we come to Sen City coming on. Old Wharf on the outside. Then comes Pharaoh it is, and left at the back of the field, Shiboom. Best Daughter Ever at the furlong and a half pole in front. Best Daughter Ever in front, about 3 lengths. Baby 2 on the outside, and coming on. Here comes a Sen City. A line forming behind Best Daughter Ever. Best Daughter Ever kicking on though. Best Daughter Ever in front of Sen City, coming seriously with a good looking run on the outside. But it's Best Daughter Ever beating Sen City, Helicopter, and Versatile Vision.
Starter ready. They're off for the menudo. Hovercraft and King Arthur break on the far side. Eroy is running quickly. Sentient just in behind them with Crimson Calculus, and at the back of the field Double Crown now beginning to make amends. So it's Eroy, just the leader from King Arthur. Double Crown has moved up some places to go third on the outside as they make their way into that clubhouse turn, and it's Eroy going wide. King Arthur in between horses. Sentient steals ground against the rail as Eroy on the outside now picks up that lead from King Arthur and a Sentient. Double Crown edging closer all the while, Crimson and Calculus racing as a team, and Hovercraft just at the back, possibly 7 lengths off that lead. Eroy takes them into the backstretch in the Menudo Trophy and runs toward the final 6 furlongs, bouncing along with a 1-length lead, King Arthur stalking him in second. Double Crown on the outside running smoothly in third as they leave the 6. Calculus needs to find 4 lengths to get to those leaders, but hasn't been asked a question yet. Hovercraft now beginning to make ground along with Crimson and Sentient at the back. They run past the 5 and make their way to the final half of a mile in the event, and it is King Arthur coming up now to press for that lead. He gets a narrow one. Double Crown staying with him as they swing into the half-mile turn. Crimson right on their heels. There's Eroy making ground. Calculus 4.5 to 5 lengths off the lead. Hovercraft has a lot to do, and Sentient has now faded to the back. 3/8 of a mile to run. They make their way in the final part of the bend, and it is King Arthur who dictates terms. The Double Crown is left 2 lengths back in second. Eroy on the outside. Crimson shaken up. Calculus needs to do more than Hovercraft and Sentient, but King Arthur brings them into the lane in the Menudo Trophy and holds on to what looks to be a good-looking lead as they run past the 3/16th. Crimson trying to close against the rail. Double Crown in the center, and Eroy kicking in widest of them all. They leave the furlong pole. Can they catch King Arthur? Crimson trying to do it on the rail. So to Eroy and Double Crown. Hovercraft running on late over against the fence, but it is King Arthur and awesome Anthony Thomas driven out to win it. Crimson is second, Hovercraft third. Could be Double Crown fourth over Eroy fifth. Ready? They're off for the dash. Fair start, high diplomacy, cold pursuit. They're left at the back. Deep Blue Sea as expected. Sprints quickly to get that lead on the run toward the half mile in the 10th and final event. They leave the half mile in behind them, and it's Deep Blue Sea by 2 over Papito. Glock in the blue races on the outside. Weekend Jazz tracks these. 4 lengths separates that bunch. Cold Pursuit asked to make up a deficit as they go passing the 3. Special Council races on the rail, Cartel in between horses as High Diplomacy forms a line of 3, and at the back of the field it's Beltane as Cold Pursuit behind runners heads for the stand fence, but it is Deep Blue Sea who maintains that advantage as they leave the 3/16th. The stick coming out in the right hand and a quick change of hold. Deep Blue Sea by 3 lengths. Glock now begins to chase in earnest as they leave the furlong pole in behind them. A Deep Blue Sea and the apprentice Romaria Spencer continue to hold the advantage. Glock coming with a late charge. Deep Blue Sea now beginning to tie up at the wires here. Deep Blue Sea beats Glock. Weekend Jazz, Special Council, High Diplomacy.